Hello and welcome to Cardboard Cuisine. My name's Ivan Hahn.
And I'm Will Keeler. This is a new show we're starting up because we love food, but we also like board games, so why not put the two and two together?
Right.
So we're going to make many dishes based off of popular games.
Correct.
So we thought, why not start with this popular game, Pandemic?
We are making Jello shots based on Pandemic and the little pieces that are not food but look like yummy Jello shots in the game.
Which is why we actually did it, because we almost ate them.
Correct. What we're doing in these little Jello shots is we're putting little gummy organisms on the inside that are edible and won't kill you, but the alcohol might. The booze
If you
might.
choose to make them alcoholic.
Right. You don't need to choose the alcohol, but we always choose.
Roll for Crit brand, blue tape.
Yep.
And we'll explain how to do both.
Exactly.
All right, we got our ingredients set in front of us. As an obvious, we're only making 5 shots here.
Right.
We got our shot glasses, obviously. We got our little gummy viruses.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that they are small because, you know.
Right. You don't want anybody choking, and you also want them to fit inside of your shot glasses.
Yes. Of course, we got our hot water here.
Yes, our boiling water.
And behind this box, we have our special Roll for Crit name brand gelatin.
Gelatin, right here. Yep.
And for those who, as we showed earlier, if you want to make more of a adult version, we have our name brand alcohol.
Typically usually use a vodka. You can use any flavor. A flavored vodka would probably be better to the flavor of your gelatin.
Yes.
So we are using glass shot glasses. Preferably, you would want to use a squeezy type plastic or paper shot glass, so it's
Also
easier.
Cheaper if you have a larger
cheaper,
group.
safer, and it's easier to consume said shot.
Right.
So now I'm going to add in the flavors of gelatin powder.
Right.
First, yes.
For each color, we chose a color to try to match it. I believe the first one using is dark cherry.
Yes.
This is what we use for the purple because we couldn't find a grape and it turned out to work really well.
Yes.
But,
the next one is going to be strawberry.
Yes, which we used for the red. That's actually that one.
How you doing?
And now we're just pouring a little bit in and then we're in the water, but if you're doing a full-on with the paper ones for a larger group,
right.
You want probably 12 cups per box.
Yeah.
And for each box, 1 full cup of water.
Correct. Right, and you definitely follow the instructions on the manufacturer's gelatin, because everyone will be different. And like I said, like Willie said, we're doing a small batch here instead of a massive amount.
We don't know that many people.
We don't. And then
now,
for the yes.
This is the challenging one, in the center one, which is we're using special cup, is the black virus.
Yes.
Since they don't really make, I don't know fruit that comes in black.
No, there's no black fruits.
So what we actually took is the black cherry and the I forget what the blue one is, blueberry or something like that.
So we combined the two.
Combine the two, sort of really get that dark flavor to come through without too creamy. Though if you have maybe like a dark, like a black food dye, maybe somehow.
Right.
That would also
definitely
work as
food
well.
Coloring it.
A little strawberry.
Wrong color before, but it's fine. And then what you want to do is, if you want to start that, add the water in, and you want to go about halfway or a little bit more than halfway up, because you still have to add your vodka to it, or your cold water.
Oh, and our viruses.
And the viruses, correct. And you want to stir each of the things before you put the viruses in.
The first, so you're gonna stir it up.
Okay, you want to stir each one, our special stirring stick. I'm using the back end of a fork because I don't want to break our glassware. You don't want shards of glass in any food you serve people. It's rude.
Be careful, because in the paper ones, though, you might spill a little bit. So.
Right.
And by the way, the plate we have is for, we'll explain later.
Right.
It's not a necessity, but we're using it.
Right.
So now, in terms of gummies, there's no real reason. Just keep them small. So you could try to maybe match design, but it's a little hard considering some of the bacteria looks.
Right.
So we're just going to throw this one into the black one. We'll give this one to blue.
And we're using different types of gummy bears, gummy worms, gummy cherries, and basically everything gummy, because you don't want a hard candy in there, because you don't want people to choke. Like I said, this is a non-choking food that we want to have here.
Right. And we keep it sweet as well.
Right. Keep it sweet. Keep it savory. Not savory. Keep it fun.
Right.
So after this, we added in all of our gummy germs, and you want to place them into the fridge for about, I believe, 20 minutes to an hour, half an hour to an hour.
Yeah, really, it depends all on the consistency and your fridge temperature.
Right.
So, you're going to have to check on it. But before you put in, we got to top it off.
It's true.
So I was thinking you were going to reach for it.
That's fine.
But, you know, you just pour.
It's a little bit in there, depending on how much you want per person.
Right.
You can make them stronger. You can make them more
so we'll make
weak.
We'll make those two like that. And we use water for the last ones. Just so we have a nice little mixture. Oh, I went a little too much
That's fine. That's why we have the plate there.
Mm-hmm. But the main reason we have the plate is, as you said earlier, putting in the fridge. This way, we just pick up the plate.
The plate, and it'll be a lot easier to carry.
If you're using a much larger thing, you might want to use like maybe a baking sheet.
Right.
Would be nice, or a tray of some sort.
Right. Or
this way you can sort of bring them out and in.
Right. Or you can make them all in the cup itself and pour each individual one if you want to be a little bit more neat and careful about it.
So we'll put these away, and then we'll show the final product.
Yep.
And there you have it. It's a very simple recipe, not much to it. And very simple to adjust, whether you want the alcoholic or non-alcoholic version.
Right.
And then all you need to do is just...
Let's taste test our poison, shall we?
Mine didn't move.
Ooh, that's That's okay, I got most of mine out. And how did yours taste?
Well, now that it's coming out, it's very good.
Mine's very blue. I could taste the poison inside of it.
The virus.
The virus is slithering down my throat. It's kind of gross, but... I would definitely make these again. They're good for a party. We did a very small batch just for the show today.
And obviously, if you did a party, you'd probably actually get not glass ones, unless you're a collector and have that many, which would be impressive.
Another thing you couldn't do, if you order them online, I was looking online, you can order specimen sample cups, which you can put the booze in and the Jello shots, and there's a little bit bigger of a Jello shot, so for parties you want more food for your guests.
Mm-hmm. So a great snack to go along with a theme night.
Yep.
And Pandemic is a game that works very well for that because it's one I think that usually hits a larger audience.
Correct.
And you can make it, like we said, for both the younger or an older audience.
Right.
So,
booze or with no booze.
But if you make both, just make sure you label them so no one gets confused.
Right. You don't want a bunch of intoxicated children around your party, especially playing a board game.
Not again.
Right. Well, yeah. And what goes better with a game about pandemics and outbreaks than food?
But keep watching. Let us know what you think. If you have your own recipes for this, or maybe another board game you'd like to see us try and match a meal to.
Yes. You can talk to us on Twitter. You can comment right below. We're at Roll for Crit on Twitter.
Or, of course, on all other media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it.
Yep.
But, of course, you can always go to the source. rollforcrit.com.
Yes, you could buy this game and many other games, and you could also find more videos of us doing things like this.
Yeah.
I'm Ivan On.
And I'm Will Keeler, and this has been Cardboard Cuisine.